Now then, guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming. I'm Luke. This is Season 9, Episode 2 of my Leicester City Let's Play Football Manager 2018. And, yeah, we're in 5th place so far. Premier League has started. You saw us have that woeful pre-season, 2 chances of getting some silverware at the beginning of the season, and we didn't win any of them. So far, Premier League-wise, we haven't lost yet. Well, I'll quickly show you what's gone on. We played Burnley, and it was a 1-1, and I was a bit pissed off in that match, to be honest with you. But the new lad, Thomas, stepped up, changed formation, scored a very, very late goal for us to get the draw. We then played Everton, which was a sensational match, 4-3. McCule on the score sheet twice, Scott and Abraham were doing well. We conceded 3 goals. Not good, but then we managed to keep a clean sheet. 2-0 against Watford. Abraham on the score sheet twice. Looks like things are slowly getting back to where they should be. Today's games, though, actually, Champions League. We should show you that, actually. The draw's been made. We've got a tough group. We have got Red Bull Leipzig, Spartan Moscow, and PSG. It's going to be a tough group, I think, to try and even get out of it, but we'll give it a goddamn good go, won't we? So yeah, we've got Huddersfield today, and then we're going to be playing Red Bull Leipzig, or whatever they're called. Huddersfield are in 3rd place. They've not lost 2nd place. They've not lost a game yet. They beat Arsenal on the opening day of the season, and they've played Preston and I think Burnley or Preston and Blackburn. That's who they've played and who they've beat. So hopefully we can get a win over these guys today. We'll end up, depending on results, hopefully top of the table. But then we've got pesky Man United just behind us, whose goal difference is on 9 already because they managed to beat Hull 8-0. So let's see the team before I actually click yes. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at the team. Here we go. So here's the team lineup. I've not changed the system just yet. So on the pitch, that's what I was thinking. We've got Silva, Holding, Zuma, Miguel as our back 3, with Hernandez and Cesaro as our wing backs, with Ndidi and Winks, McCule, Dolberg and Abraham up front. Very, very familiar. That literally, well, to be honest with you, it's very familiar from last season. We've got the likes of Cesaro coming in. No one else really. Miguel is playing because Harry Maguire's not had a good start to the season. Chris Scott's on the bench. I was thinking 3 up front. I just want to give the midfield attacking role a go, to be honest with you. Winks is coming back from injury. He's not quite, his match sharpness isn't quite there, but I'm going to start him anyway. We've got Toussaint, to be honest with you, is made a drop off the bench. It's really difficult this season. I've actually got a big squad considering the past couple of seasons I've struggled. Harry Kane's not even on the bench. Dan Hall isn't even on the bench. So I've got options. Alberto and Thomas are on the bench, so obviously then they can make it go out wide with Chris Scott. TT's not really played at all. Harry Maguire, again, not really been that great. Martin Erdegaard is battling with McCule. McCule, so far this season, 2 goals for him. Abraham with the 4. So let's get into the game. We've dropped down to standard, by the way. Retain possession and short passing. We've gone off the attacking because we were conceding goal. We just didn't look comfortable. So the last game against Watford, I just dropped it back down to standard, and it worked all right. That took forever to get to this stage. Either my laptop is dying or the game's just struggling. We're 9 seasons in. The game is going a little bit slower than normal. They are playing a weird system. Like a flat 5. It's very, very defensive. So we're going to have to do something very creative today, I think, to break these guys down. I expect nothing from a win. Let's hopefully... No, that doesn't do anything. I do expect these guys to win. It's Huddersfield. They were in the Premier League last season. I can't remember now, but they're doing well for themselves. 3 wins out of 3. Let's make them get their first loss. I didn't like the fact that we drew on the first day of the season. but it wasn't a loss, and it was so close to being a loss, and I couldn't cope with it. If we lost on the first day of the season, I felt like that was going to be the end of the league already. But that's thinking too soon. Anything can happen. Stoke at the minute. Look at this top four: Stoke, Huddersfield, Man City, Leicester. I think the Premier League's slowly trying to change. Right, here we are. A highlight to us by the looks of things. A big ball forward. Dolberg's on. Can Dolberg get his first goal of the season? No, he cannot. But he's forced a corner, which isn't too bad. Hopefully we can score from a corner. That never happens. McCule, though, with the corner, knocked back out for another corner. Come on, McCule. Get a good crossing. McCule, second time of asking. This time the defender heads it the right way. Cesaro wins the header, and that's the end of the highlight for corners. Again, corners on this aren't that great. They're a bit pointless. I don't score from corners at all, really. I think they need to change that for the next one, for the FM19, definitely do. But 0-0 still, 30 minutes in. Not ideal. Right, highlight to ourselves. I say to ourselves, Huddersfield are breaking, but they've only got that one man up front who's isolated, so we can hopefully close them down quite well. But they have broke a little bit there and did have a shot. I'm going to move it up to attacking because they are set up quite defensive. So maybe we can go at them and maybe grab that goal. Right, Theo's on a yellow already. I need to be careful with... I don't want any early red cards. Dolberg's in. Good cross by Theo. Dolberg hitting the woodwork this time. He's had most of the chances, but I just feel like if Abraham gets one, he's not going to miss. Right, so that's half-time, 0-0. It's not ideal, put it that way. I'm going to tell them that, as I'll calmly say. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. Hopefully it motivates them. Let's just go with... You weren't that bad. Yes, Huddersfield, it is early on. They haven't lost yet. But surely, we are at home as well. We should easily beat Huddersfield, but they have set themselves up very, very defensively. I don't know whether to go to the formation to bring on the wingers just yet. Winks, I know he's going to be struggling out there. So he may have to come off. His match sharpness isn't there. Hernandez is on a yellow card. The two front men just aren't performing whatsoever. So I feel like wide men are going to be needed here. We'll give it another 10 minutes. It's telling me to play more direct, but I don't really want to because with them being so defensive, it's going to be really hard to get the ball in. But Dolberg's in. And I tell you what, that's Dolberg's last chance of the game. He does look like he's going to be getting a goal, but 6.4. Let's just change the formation up. Drop these guys back. It's generally a defender, obviously, a take-off. Centre-back wise, I feel like it's going to be Miguel this time. It's normally Zuma or Holding that comes off. Let's bring up Alberto on the wing this side. And Thomas on the wing. This side is an inside forward. Change a bit of the tactic round. Let's go exploit the flanks this time. Just go back to balanced. Generally, that's it. Hopefully, we can then grab a goal. So, depending on how we do, depending on who we bring on, Chris Scott might make an appearance off the bench. Right, free kick. McCule can't find a pass. And he just runs it pretty much off the pitch. So there's no one else there supporting him. But he manages to get the pass backwards, indeedy, to Winks. To Thomas. To Winks. Back out to Theo. Don't like Theo being on that yellow card. He's going to have to stay on it. Stay on the pitch. Right, indeed, he plays it back out to Cesaro. Now we've gone a bit wide. Alberto in. Abraham almost had the chance. Do you know what? Chris Scott's going to come on. I feel like this is a bad move just for the fact that he's on a yellow card. As soon as I make this change, I feel like Hernandez is just going to get himself sent off. But Chris Scott, come on. You've got 30 minutes to make an impact. Right, another highlight. Hopefully we win this ball back and it's just not them attacking. But I tell you what, Huddersfield have defended very well. Look at the clear-cut chances we've had is 2. We've not really finished, but they've played a ball over the top. Are they going to score here? No, Silva makes a good save. But we've had, what, 14 shots, 6 on target. We've had all the possession. I might just have to try and go direct and see what we do. Right, ball in from the corner. Theo's Kicked it out, did clear it. No one else is going to get there though. Now Huddersfield back are on the attack. And that's the end of the highlight. I'm going to go more direct. I want to get this goal. Can we get another late goal? Let's go more direct. Pump the ball into the box. There's no one really there though, is there? If I put get stuck in, someone's going to get sent off. Just close down more. Let's win this ball back. As soon as we lose it, let's win it and let's just go. A highlight to ourselves. Scott's on the ball. 1 minute to go plus added time. McCule finds Ndidi, who cannot find the pass. He does to Giaro, to Thomas. There's Albert to McCule. To Scott. Scott is there. We get the goal. I tell you what, we have worked for that today. Huddersfield have given us one hell of a game, but Cesaro crosses it in. Thomas is there to Alberto, to McCule, to Scott. Scott's not missing from there with his 19 finishing. He's a proper poacher. Yes, he's playing an advanced forward. Now, what do I do here? Do I drop it back down to counter? Not counter control. Let's just change this up a little bit. There's 4 minutes of added time. Let's go back to retaining possession because we did well with that. We don't need to get the ball now. Play out of defence. Still close down more. Time wasting isn't there. Let's just... Hopefully they don't get an instant reply, because I think that'll be harsh on us. We've had, again, all the shots, all the possession. We've only scored 1 goal. And now they're going to score over. Really thought that was going to be us being gypped by Football Manager then. I do feel like, though, this is going to be the last of it indeed. Are we going to get another very late goal? Thomas is in. No, that's it. Cleared. Full time. 1-0. We got the win, but we massively struggled. So we've got the Red Bull game coming up next. So I'm just going to get into that, set the team up for it. So for you, it'll be like a minute. Not even that, just a split second. For me, it's probably going to take me about 5 minutes to get to where I need to be. Right, guys, so here we are for the Red Bull Leicester game. We've kind of gone for this formation just to start the game off with, just to see how we do it. It's kind of done well for us in the league so far. We've got some of our better players into the squad as well now. So we're pretty much the lineup's going to be Silva, Cesaro, Zuma, Maguire, Miguel, Hernandez, Toussaint, Ndidi, Alberto, McCule, Thomas, and Abraham up front. The same sort of tactic. We are on standard, playing out of defence. Are we retaining possession? We're going to retain possession. We're going to try and control this game a little bit. On the bench, obviously, we've got Harry Maguire, Casper Dolberg, Chris Scott, TT. I'm half tempted to spring on Harry Kane on the bench instead of Chris Scott. I don't know. Harry Kane's going to start crying soon that he's not getting football. Ryan Sessegnon hasn't had a look in so far, and he's not going to until the Carabao Cup kind of stages. Dan Hall, again, fortunately, he's not going to be on the bench. We've got Erdengard. Yeah, I think we should be all right. This should be a win. I don't know if we've got my best defenders, to be honest with you. Miguel, potentially wise, he could be... Well, look at his stats. He is decent. He's not our best centre-back, but he's young. Let's just get him into the squad. Let's get him playing games and see. You never know. He might be the new Martins of the season past, 2 seasons ago. So here's the lineup. They're playing a 4-4-2. Do we recognise any of the players? No, we don't. Mostly regens. You guys probably will know some of their players. Let's just leave the assistant managers do the team talk now. Send assistant. We are playing a wide system. This is the first time we've actually started with the wide men in a competitive match. I can't remember if I did it in pre-season with the first episode. I really can't remember. Let me know down below if I did do it. I'm not going to go back and watch it, but competitively wise, we're using this formation. See, early on, it's telling us we should play more direct. I'm not going to play more direct. Even though when I switched it to direct in the last game, we did manage to get the victory with the crossing and all that sort of stuff. It worked well. But at the minute, we're at home. We've had 5 shots. We've had most of the possession. 20 minutes in, we've not really had a highlight. Things are looking good, though. Things are looking all right. Right, 35 minutes into this this game, I'm going to go attacking because we've been all over them. We just haven't had a highlight. So maybe going attacking is probably the best thing to do. We've gone attacking and we've given a highlight to themselves. Oh no. Right, we've won the ball. Miguel plays it out to Alberto. Plays it to Abraham. Can we counter? Well, Tinzaro's in. Crosses it in Ndidi. To Thomas, who shoots and hits the bar. And it goes out for a goal kick. Now that was better from ourselves. No, I thought it was our player that's picked up a knock. We're all right. Passionately say a goal can go out there and change it. I want us to get a win. At least if we start with a win. So far, PSG, Spartak Moscow aren't doing too well. What's the score there? I think it's 0-0, isn't it? Yeah, 0-0 in their game. So if we get a win, we get a nice early lead in the group stages. But Jazara has picked up a knock. And I feel like he's going to come off. I'm going to bring on TT. On you come. He's not played much this season. But he can come on. As he comes on, Hernandez instantly gets a yellow card. I might just change the formation up. Depends out. Oh, don't get mixed up there. They didn't. That's fine. I panicked a little bit then. The only problem is I haven't got the subs to do the change the formation to the 2 up top. I want to maybe get 2 strikers on. Abraham, McCure, Toussaint. I might actually know. I'm going to stick with this formation for the full 90 minutes. Toussaint, I've got faith in it. Ndidi plays it to Thomas. Theo's out wide there. Again on another yellow card. Right, Theo, can he get the cross in? No, he can. Thomas to Abraham, who gets himself the goal. 1-0 to ourselves. Get in. Right. Hopefully we can capitalise on this now and get another one just to short the lead. But nice football we played there. Abraham, nice finish. Getting himself on the score sheet yet again. He's going to be definitely our top goal scorer again this season. Right, we're just coming up to the 70th minute mark. Well, 66th minute mark. Thomas, oh my God. What a free kick he just scored. I wasn't expecting that. I was just going to say, I'm going to start making some subs. But Thomas, with a free kick, bounces off the crossbar, hits the keeper and goes in. Amazing. Right, okay. I am going to make the subs now. I was going to think, who am I going to bring on? I feel like Erdegaard's not really played much. So let's bring him on before he starts having a bit of a whinge. And I might bring on Kasper Dolberg up front as a complete forward, because again, he's only just agreed at the end of last season that he wants to stay at the club. I don't want him to start getting a bit grumpy because he's not playing games for us. So that's the subs made. Chris Scott, we've got him down. He's got plenty of the season to go to fight to be a top striker at this club. So far, hasn't showed it properly. He's shown glimpses of amazingness and how good he can be, but he still has missed some chances as well. But 87 minutes in, we're 2-0 up. I feel like this is going to be definitely our win. We're going to be 2 points ahead of PSG by the looks of things and Spartak Moscow, because that game is still a draw. I don't know how to read that. Really don't know how to read that. Obviously, it's going to give us an advantage. Zuma wins the header. Right, we've done well there. Let's just keep the clean sheet. The only other thing is as well, now this is definitely a dilemma of what to do in the league, because this formation is working well for us, but we've got a lot of good players that can play within the other formation, and I like playing 2 up top, but maybe we might have to do the change. Maybe should have gone to counter as well, or not counter, control, because we've just conceded a late goal. We haven't kept the clean sheet we should have done, and they've just literally caught us sleeping. That's a soft goal to concede. Hopefully we should see the match out. Let's just go down to control and try and just see out the end of the game. This is going to be the last kick of it. Ndidi, he's going to shoot and it's probably going to go wildly over, or we're going to get another goal. Alberto shoots. It goes out for a goal kick, and that's going to be the last kick of the game. It doesn't even get a chance to kick it. We win 2-1. Back-to-back victories in the episode, which is nice to see. Get things kicked off in the Champions League with a win. I'm just going to tell everyone we're happy. We are second in the league as well, I believe. We managed to beat Huddersfield just 1-0. But we've got Aston Villa yet, Sheffield Wednesday in the Carabao Cup. I don't think you'll see that. Let's have a quick look to see when I'm going to be coming back to you guys. It's going to have to be... It's going to be PSG versus Man City. Not versus Man City. I can't speak. PSG and the Man City game. That is what we're going to do. So guys, thank you very much I can't speak. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave a like if you're new here. Subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. In a bit, guys.